Hey guys, it's Stack here and welcome back to a brand new FIFA 20 video. Today's video I'm going to be showing you this guy, the SBC reward Future Stars card, Moise Kean. Everton, Italian, really easy to fit into links. He's going to be really easy to put into squads. There's a lot of Italian icons out there to give him the link. There's a lot of Premier League players that are worth using. This guy should be able to fit into most teams. If you don't have an expensive team, I'm guessing this guy will be a very good fit for you. I'm going to be sticking an engine on mine to boost up some of his stats that I want slightly improved over what he does, but he already has a nice set of stats on his cards. Now if you stick the engine on him, he gets 93 pace, that's 91 acceleration, 94 sprint speed. His shooting is actually really decent already. If you've tried him with the basic, try him without something that pushes his shooting. He's actually got incredible finishing. It only says 91, but it feels like he's a lot more clinical. I mean, my Ronaldo misses a lot of chances. These games you're about to see him playing are FUT champions, so obviously you want players that are going to be scoring all your chances. Yeah, okay, he did miss a few chances for me, but to be honest, he actually scored. He had a better return than my Ronaldo did, and I had him up front. You saw the team that I had him with. I've got him next to Raul, who's probably my favourite striker at the moment. He's basically another Raul. He's only got 3-star weak foot, but trust me, his weak foot does feel like it's a 4-star. He hasn't put one wide with it yet for me. He does miss a few, he's good with the one-on-one chances, but he does miss like a few shots that you'd expect to go in. But then he scores ones that you have no right in shooting in. So it's a very weird card for me. Look, he is very good. He does score more than my Ronaldo, but then again, sometimes he just doesn't feel as clinical as, say, Raul is, but still a very fun card to use. Now, he does have 93 positioning without doing anything to his card, and you can tell. Just like Raul, this guy's always in the right position. He's waiting for the ball. He scores a lot of tap-ins. He's also pretty good at being in the right place for headers, although heading isn't that good. He does have 84 heading accuracy, but to be honest, he's scored one header in me with about 7 games. So I mean, players like Ronaldo will always have that over him because they score for me constantly off corners. Even Raul scores constantly headers off corners. Moise Kean, I don't know, even though he's got 84 heading accuracy, it feels worse. But his finishing does make up for it because he does score a lot of chances, but it's his dribbling in particular that I'm in love with. So obviously with the engine card, you're going to boost his agility to only 88, but his balance goes to 98 and his dribbling goes to 97. These three in particular stats are what make dribbling so good with players. If all three of these stats are over 90, you're going to have a good time dribbling with them. So it needs to be the agility, balance and the actual dribbling. So the only bad one he's got is agility, which is 88. 88 at the lowest is pretty good, and you can feel it when you're running with this card. Just like Raul, is so fun to weave in and out of players. If you don't boost Ronaldo's stats, even if you do with his balance, he's quite hard to get past people sometimes, just because his balance is so bad. But you can feel it with this card, that high balance, high dribbling and agility. You can just weave, no skill moves, just twiddle that left thumbstick and you're going to get past a lot of players, and you actually see me do it quite often in this game. The engine will also boost his short passing to 93, which makes him very good at playing as sort of a cam or a wide, one of the Lamb or the Ram style cams. It's up to you where you want to put him. I'm actually really loving him in the 4-1-2-1-2 with him on the right, so I can cut in and get them finesses, which trust me he's very good at, and then Raul on the right so he can cut in and do his finesses. Now the difference between this guy, I'm going to compare him with Raul. He scored more than Raul for me. He did have more chances. His dribbling felt slightly better than Raul's, but his finishing was... His finishing just wasn't as good, although he still scored a lot. His finesse shots, you have to remember, Moise Kean has no traits. Okay? He's got no traits, no specialties. But this guy, he has a hidden finesse trait. If you can get in on the edge of the box, cut in and finesse to the far post, this guy puts it in so much. I was so surprised by how he was doing it. And I mean, there you're seeing a left-footed finish. He's 3-star weak foot. Even my Raul doesn't always cleanly hit it with his right foot, and I love that Raul card. Now Moise Kean costs about 70,000 coins, just under on all of the consoles I think. Even PC I think he's around 72. He is worth it. As a backup player, this guy's worth it. If you have a mega team, obviously you're probably not going to ever use him. You'd have no reason to. But if you're like me, if you only have a few million coins or whatever, you want to use the money elsewhere. I mean, most of my team that you saw was untradeable. There's only the Dalglish that is tradable in my squad. Look, I can use him because I mean I can sell my Ronaldo because he's outperforming my Ronaldo. That's a left-footed chip right there, and he's chipped it better than my Ronaldo would have done. I guarantee my Ronaldo would have missed that. But if you have the mega team, obviously you're not going to be able to use him, probably not even as a super sub. But if you have one of the lesser teams, maybe a middle team, he's good for the SBCs because he is 87 rated and he's fairly cheap to do. I mean, I did him for about 20,000 because of players that I already had from rewards or whatever. But I don't know why. I thought, you know what, I'm going to give him a try. It's just his dribbling stood out to me with his finishing. I was like, I'll stick him in the team, see what he can do. I dropped Ronaldo for a game, and Ronaldo hasn't played for me since. So he could be on his way out of the door for my club, with Kean pretty much staying in that spot for now. The only other chemistry style I would probably bother putting on this guy is a sniper or an artist. It's up to you what you would rather boost. The sniper's going to put his dribbling into insane stats. You're going to be able to weave around players, and then his finishing actually ends up really good, 99 finishing in total. Or you could put on the... you pretty much only want to put stuff on that boosts his dribbling, unless you want to go all out striker and just use him with a hunter, boost his pace to pretty much full. I think he goes to 98 pace. Yeah, 98 pace. And then he gets 91 shooting with 96 finishing, 98 volleys. He pretty much just becomes a really clinical striker, but I feel like he wouldn't be as good as, say, the Engine, just because his dribbling just isn't quite there. I mean, even my Ronaldo, since I've had Ronaldo, I've always had an Engine on him just to boost his pace up a little bit and get that dribbling up. I'm not bothered about the passing, I just want pace and dribbling, and unfortunately there's nothing like the Hunter or the Catalyst that'll do that. So the Hunter is the next best thing for you to use. And I mean, you've seen some of the teams that I'm playing here. This is all FUT Champions. They have incredible strikers. Every single game, man of the match is Moise Kean. He's the one scoring 2-3 goals, and I'm absolutely rolling people with him. I don't understand why it's so good for me, but you have to remember it's not the best card I've used. Raul is still much better. It's just Moise Kean brings something slightly different than Raul. I can't quite say what it is. Maybe it's his strength, but I mean, even Raul's got a lot of strength. I muscle a lot of people off the ball. But something about Moise Kean, he just gets the ball with space, and his dribbling, his weaving makes it so fun to just cut away and finesse to that far post. It's really easy to use, and yeah, if you're not the best at skill moves, he's perfect for you. Combine that with the foot swaps Raul. If you want proof that foot swaps Raul is probably the best bet, go and have a check of my video reviewing him. He's honestly the best icon I've used so far, and I've got quite a few good ones. Even that 90 Dalglish, Raul is way better of a player. So for overall on-pitch performance, I'm going to give him, I'd probably be generous to give him an 8 out of 10. He is really fun to use, good finisher, good passer of the ball, and he's always in the right position. For value, 10 out of 10. If you've got a weak team, as I've said, he's going to be a lot better to use than, I mean, like, this card feels right now, compare it to the start of the game when that Player of the Month Pookie came out. He's sort of on that level. He's finishing everything when you wouldn't expect him to. He's actually got a really decent card for the time of the game, but you know, there are a lot better cards out there if you have the coins for them. So that is going to be it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and also make sure to subscribe if you're new. I will be posting more FIFA 20 videos soon. But for now, I'm out. See you again soon. You guys have a very good day.